Hi, my name is Gracie Tillman, and today I will be interviewing Miss Alice Bonner. I will be using the extension technique. Miss Bonner, what brought you here today?
Well, I'm having problems with my son. He's throwing tantrums, and they just get worse until I just seem to give in at the end because I get tired of his behavior.
He throws a tantrum, and you wind up giving in.
I just get tired of the screaming, the hollering, the hitting, the behavior that he's displaying. So I just needed some help. So I came in to see what suggestions you might be able to offer me.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about this. He screams until you just gives in and give him his way.
Well, he might want a sandwich, and if I give him a hot dog, he wants a hamburger. So he won't eat the sandwich. He'll just scream non-stop, 20, 30 minutes. Um, and I get tired of the screaming, and he might shift from screaming to moaning for another 20 or 30 minutes. And at the end of that hour, I'm tired of the noise, tired of the racket, feeling he needs to eat. So I just go on and give him what he wants to eat, just to make sure he's nourished and he stops the noise.
Let me ask you: does he ever get show any signs of violence with these tantrums? Like maybe he hurt himself or others or anything like that?
Well, I haven't seen that yet. It's like he tries to break things. If he screams for a while and I don't pay him any attention, he might get a toy or, a pair of scissors or anything and, start to banging and banging and banging and trying to tear up whatever he's banging on. If it's scissors or something dangerous, I naturally try to keep them out of the way. But if he happens to get a hold of something, I'll get close and talk to him and I'll get away, whatever the object might be, if, something that he could hurt himself with. But he hasn't really struck out at anybody. He just screams nonstop, and it's not like immediately after you say no or immediately after offering him something to eat. He'll wait a few minutes, I guess, thinking about what his behavior is going to be, and he just out of the clear blue will start screaming and just be non-compliant the whole time. Just no matter what we say or do, he continues to scream, 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 and then I guess after 20, 30 minutes he's tired of that, and he'll go into just some loud, obnoxious moan, or grabbing something and beating on a table or on the floor. So.
Okay, so what happens once you give in to him? How does he act after that?
He'll go on and eat sometimes, and then he may not eat, because he didn't have it initially, and he just after he gets tired of crying or screaming or moaning or kicking or whatever it is, he just stops. And it's just like there was nothing wrong. And he'll go on and play or do whatever. He doesn't really say anything, but it just stops. He'll cut it off.
Okay. Well, what we're going to try here, what I'm going to suggest for you to try is called the extension technique. And that's what I want you to do for homework when you come, between now and the time that you come back to see me next week. I want you to just try ignoring him.
Okay.
Now, this may be kind of hard because if he keeps constantly doing it quite naturally, it's going to get on your nerves. But what I want you to do is be persistent with it.
Okay.
Because if you at any point gives in, then it's like it's going to start all over again. He just going to keep doing it, if he keep doing it, you're going to eventually give in. But if you stick stern with it, and I agree it's going to take a little time, but if you're stern with it and be persistent, it will eventually work.
Okay.
What I want you to do is when he starts these tantrums, screaming and hollering, stomping, or whatever he might do, it's just ignore him. Go on about your business, just like he's not even there. Just ignore him.
Okay.
And eventually, he will stop.
Okay.
Like I said, it may be a long process, but you got to be persistent with it.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is to try this next week, and then when you come back on your next visit, I want to see how much it has helped the case.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Barnes, and I really appreciate you coming to see us.
All right. Thank you so much.